Hello everybody, this is Captain Blaze Games, and welcome back to Crossout 101. Well, this is more of a discussion video than actual tutorial. I will be taking a look at the new Knechte or Knight Riders event and the items that are actually given. So first up, going to the market. Weapons. The first ones, parts that are obtained. I have to take a look at them. Is the Goblin. The BG2 Goblin, to be exact. It's a utterly huge weapon. It's a rare shotgun with no horizontal or vertical guidance on the actual shotgun. And it has spears in the front, and it has a boost on ramming damage. The parameters are 270 power score, bullet and contact damage, as well as resistant to contact damage. It has decent damage, decent fire rate, of course because of the shotgun, low range, rather poor accuracy, and it overheats water quickly. But it has 120 points of structure, which is decent. 2 points of structure, 2 points of energy drain, which means you can easily get 3 or 4 of them at the front of your build, and use them as passive melee ram and then blast away at the enemy, and it's only 90 kilograms of mass, so it's also rather light. Next up are the Spike 1 crossbow. Spike 1 crossbow will not be added into the game. Probably will not be added into the game after the event, which for the other ones probably will be added. It is a medieval style weapon, of course. It's a bullet damage weapon with 940 power score, a decent damage, low rate of fire, with high range, and pretty much perfect accuracy. I do want to point out that this gun fires in arcs, similar to the cannon. It also has very high ammo count, 80 pieces, and 273 points of structure is decent. It's almost like a turret cannon. But it has 4 points of energy drain and 810 kilograms of mass. Also, these bolts have a very high knockback on the targets you hit. So you can potentially flip your targets with a volley of 2 or 3 of these shots. Next up is the BC-17 Tsunami Cannon. Oh boy, I love the looks of this thing. And it just makes me sad for the fact that I will not be able to get this gun, because I will actually miss out on the entire event, because it will start at pretty much at the day I leave, and it will end at the day I will come back on vacation, so that's kind of sad. Anyway, on for the stats. 950 power score, pretty much standard with the other 6 energy legendaries. There's an extremely high recoil. But I also said to have very high accuracy and muzzle velocity, so I have a feeling that this thing will have a higher velocity than a normal cannon, and better accuracy as well. Its damage is insanely high, especially with his special ability, but it has a very slow rate of fire, and only 10 rounds of ammo. It also has, again, high range and accuracy. Its structure 776, which is decent, or actually rather high, but thinking about like something like Mammoth. This thing is 6 by 6 on its base, and it's around 4 blocks high, probably. Okay, just 6 by 6 by 4 is the base, and you have the rear and the front sticking out, of course. It's said to be a turret cannon, however, people are disputing that fact, since it's kind of connected here in the rear. I personally have no idea if this actually is going to be a turret cannon or a stationary cannon. And, well, yeah, I don't really know what to think about this thing that way. But I do think it's one of the most coolest looking guns in this game, and I will definitely get one once this one will get added for crafting. It also has an ability of every 5 seconds of staying still, so not moving, with your own vehicle. increases damage by 20%, which stacks up to 3 times. So potentially you can have a 60% damage bonus on this cannon. And considering it's a cannon, so basically camping weapon or sniper weapon, you do not really have to worry about moving that much anyway. So you just have to get yourself a good shooting position and fire away. But also make sure that you actually find a good position before initiating this, because you need 15 seconds for that damage boost, which is quite long in a 3-minute match. Actually, there is an offer for the drone. Not sure. Actually, I realize it's actually a module, I think. There we go. Here it is. Fuse drone box. It actually looks kind of funny. But this thing is a mobile drone launcher similar to the sidekick drone. However, this thing launches suicide drones instead of machine gun drones. These little buggers will drive off towards your enemies and you'll immediately just nuke themselves inside those enemies. Then you can launch them 4 times, just like any other deploying unit. The box itself has 144 points of structure, energy drain of 4, and a mass of 128. And the power score of 940, of course. It's kind of an interesting weapon to see a kamikaze support weapon. And it's definitely gonna be a good distraction in combination with a rammer or shotgun user. Of course, if you launch one of these drones, they're probably gonna do pretty decently high damage. And if of course, if an enemy sees this drone, he's gonna get very distracted and will focus on the drone and will worry less about you. And you will, of course, have your opportunity to get a kill with your ramming or shotgun weapons. Anyway, that's are the weapons, and I'll go on for the wheels. I'm not sure if the wheels are already added into the game, so I have to take a look. Oh, there we go. Gun mount wheels. We got the normal version and the steering wheels. 75 power score, resistant to blast damage, so cannon or other explosive weapons will do less damage to these wheels. It has 430 tonnage, 145 pounds of structure, and 75 kilograms of mass. The other one version has the same stats, but has 720 kilograms of tonnage without steering. I personally really dig these wheels. I think they look cool, although they are hard to make. It's hard to make them look cool with a build, even though their standalone parts are cool looking. The wheels themselves are really good, so if you get yourself an opportunity to get a decent amount of these wheels, I do suggest getting a few, like 6 or 8 of them. Also, I suggest getting a pair, just 2 of them of these ones, and then like 4 or 6 of these steering wheels. That should be enough. Next up are Decker and Dice. First we got ourselves plate steel. It looks similar to aluminium, but it has some really nice texture to it. It's actually the paint I always used after the Knechte event in close beta. And it's also one of my favorites. We got Titanic Eagle. Basically an eagle pattern for your craft. We've got Teutonic Cross, which gives you these crosses. And I think there is another one. Here we go. Teutonic Stripes. These are the paints. And we got for the decoration items, we got a bludgeon, which actually moves when your craft is moving. So that's actually a really nice feature of it. It will actually like wiggle forward backwards, and it's a rare one, giving 2 extra points of reputation, 12 power score, 3 structure and mass. We got our armored skull, which is similar to the normal skull, but it has a armor plate in front of it. And again, rare, 2%, 14 power score, 7 points of structure, and 6 kilograms of mass. So it's kind of tough. It's slightly tougher. Next up, we got the Huntsman Horn. Huntsman Horn is 3% epic horn. It has a pretty funny sound. Kind of sound. Try to imitate it there. And there's 18 points of structure, 6 points of structure, and 5 kilograms of mass. You can find the sound of this horn on the website. I will put a link down in the description for all the other information. And we do have, let's see if we got the resource up yet as well. We got a new currency, actually here, oh here we go, steel cavalry container. This might actually be the Knechte crate. Yeah, here we go, you see the rewards. High probability of getting either bludgeon, armored skull, gun mount, or goblin. A average probability of getting one of these, and a small probability of the tsunami. So basically that means you probably have around 1% chance to get yourself a tsunami, 5% chance to get one of these three, 5% chance to get, or 5% chance to get one of these as well. So that is 10, 20, 30, 35, 36%, and then basically everything else is gonna be this. If not more chance on getting one of these. So yeah, I'm not really that happy that these crates, that they did it with crates, because they used to use the tailors, which are kind of, they look like coins, but at the same time they're not really coins. Doesn't look like the tailors themselves has been added yet. But those are a new currency that you will earn instead of scrap metal for like the challenges when the event is on, and you will need those for the crafting of that crate. To get said crate, I'll pick it up again. To get this crate, you will need 1500 scrap metal, which is probably not obtainable while this event is active, so I do suggest getting yourself a big pile up beforehand, as well as 50 copper and 300 tailors to obtain one of these crates. And then of course you can open it and have one of these bars. Anyway, I hope you guys find this little discussion informative. I personally looked forward the most to the tsunami and the crossbow. I actually care very little about the goblin and the fuse, and I do suggest getting those wheels, and of course getting yourself one of those decoration parts might be nice if you dig those medieval style parts. But I'm still not a fan that they made it out of a crate system, although I guess that is reasonable for the fact that it's gonna be a legendary, and otherwise people might really get it legendary rather easy, and they want to have only a few of those legendaries in the game probably. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and thank you all for watching. Bye bye.